Morris came down and Tux went up. Come on back up, Morris. Hi, guys. Hi. Good morning. Hi, everybody. Good boy, Morris. Good boy. Hi. Hello. Marty. Marty and Stripey. Well, goodness, we had a party here last night. Well, it actually doesn't feel too bad out here right now. It's supposed to be 90 today, but with a breeze. But still, 90 today. Oh, this is what happened. It got caught up here. Or Dawn did that on purpose? I don't think so. Because it was upright. There we go. Good morning, Mr. Easter Chick. But yeah, it's going to be plenty warm today. I have to say right now it feels great. It doesn't even feel humid. I did a quick print this morning. I was missing these two little tiny green pieces to this one Easter bunny house that I had. There we go. That I had printed last week. So let's not lose them this time. I got to go in the house and print the two branches are missing. We think they got thrown out as support, probably. So, yeah, I've been busy printing. Don's got support to remove. Poor Don. He's saving my hands, and he doesn't really mind. It hurts me. Anyway. I got enough damage on my hands from what I'm doing out in the yard, so I really appreciate him not making me clear the support. I did buy another one of these metal spinners at the dollar store last night when I went into Harris Teeter. I had put one out in the side yard. I decided to get one more. $5 items they be at the dollar store. I heard the owls in the morning. They're very loud when they come back to, when they settle down or right before it's sleepy time again. Don emptied my one box this morning. He said, if you're going out there to fill stuff up, I guess I better empty your box. I'm actually going to take the bucket, and there's one activity I want to do in the front yard. That's probably about a 30-minute thing. I got lots more to do, but I'll start there. God, I don't even want to know about the aphids today. I'm sure I have more aphids to get off. Well, even if I wanted to pull weeds out there this morning, the spot right behind the gnome home is in too much sun right now. But there's a couple of things on this side behind that Sasanqua camellia that I want to pull up, and that really shouldn't be more than a 30-minute job. Oh, yeah, I'm surprised at how nice it is considering the forecast. Hey, Gray, good morning. How are you? Hi. Hey, Sweet Pea. Come here. Hi. Good girl, good girl, good girl. I think those green things I planted are black-eyed Susans. They're at least in the family. They're from up by the parking pad. When we dug stuff up, a few came up. Like when I put in that butterfly bush. Anyway, I put them in little containers. They've lived over the winter. And so I've put them out here now. I may still stick something bright red in there, but for now, that's what I've got. I've also added these pieces of wrought iron or black powder coated steel, whichever the case may be, to try to help protect that really pretty Uzen Nishiki pink Japanese maple. So that was the first thing out here. Don and I are going to walk, but I told him I wanted like an hour to 90 minutes to do a couple of little chores in the yard. There's some really large weeds in there fixing to seed out, so I'm going to go pull them. This is like the 30-minute job. I didn't think this would take a long time. Can you see that the gladiolus are up here? That's cool. I was all down in there across to the bald cypress, which is doing great. and all along that bank there and got everything out that I wanted out. And then Don came down and he did that spot there by the tree that was so grown up, and a little bit on the bank over here. I really appreciate that. It's with my balance issues, it's just all I can do to be on the hill. I try though. I very carefully got myself down over here and got myself back up. You know, what's the worst that was going to happen? Well, I guess break an ankle or a wrist, but not likely. I was going to get my foot wet or my butt wet. You know, fall into the creek or something. Not too awful bad. So Don emptied my container from yesterday and put it under the house for me until the next time I decide to do stuff up there. You can see here that my azalea is starting to have blooms on it. There's 2 of them here. They don't quite get enough water on that bank, but they're hanging in there. And they have bloomed every year. Don thought there might be a problem with that light fixture, so he's checking on that now. I have got the chicken cooling for the kitties so I can debone it. This one maple that's in a tiny pot that doesn't hold a lot of water, I'm going to stick it in a bigger pot now. I just heard the owl in the box call for her mate. Right offhand, I don't hear him responding. Doesn't mean anything's wrong. I wanted to show you the ajuga here in the pot. It's looking nice. And the Pyrrhus, the Andromeda, it's still blooming up a storm. So those shiny new blue pots I got last night, I think I'm going to swap out for these white here when I go to plant stuff. And I'll gather all the white ones over here. And then the little one and that one in the back will become, I'll just swap them, will become for some things versus something important. I was in the garage. Don got all my supports removed. It's nice and cool in there. It feels good in the garage today. I'm thinking this Gloxina is still going to come back. But it's not doing anything yet, and it's not a very big plant. So what I'm going to do is I'm thinking about putting the maple tree in that pot and moving the Gloxina to something smaller. I think that's what it's called anyway. So the Carolina Allspice is really blooming nicely now. Don was asking me to tell him what it was. Flowers all over. We are putting up the twine and the sticks.
Yes. For
the canna lilies and the cut something coneflower. Not cutthroat, certainly. Cut, I don't know. Anyway, it's a variety of that yellow thing that gets super tall. Now the deer might come charging through here and bring the twine down, but we've done what we can do to prevent wind damage, and hopefully we won't have any tree damage this year either.
What's a tree or two falling on it?
Yeah, don't let a tree fall on it. Tux is over there behind Don. You can see the Mahonia now doing its thing. Reason why I left it, I'm still going to trim it. I'm just letting the birds come get the berries first. Well, we did a better job than last year, because last year was an emergency repair. We didn't know we needed it. We didn't think about it, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I used up Don's whole thing of twine, but he assured me that it was okay. And I let him know I would definitely need another roll for next year. But yeah, that ought to go a long way to helping it. And once it gets tall, you won't be able to tell, which won't be long. You can see the Archangel is really blooming now. Pretty yellow, this particular variety. I think it comes in pink too. I have 3 other Marianne started buckets of it. If you just put a bucket with dirt near it, it'll climb up in there and root, and then you can cut it off and you've got more. Anyway, we're putting it down on the other end because next year then at the other end will be all full of it too. So there's a Tesla in front of us. This Model S, right?
Yeah.
We're headed out to Beach Bluffs County Park here, the new park in Willow Spring, to go for a walk. It's gotten late on us. It's 4, but we got a lot of stuff done around the house, so we're just gonna go for a casual little walk over here, get some steps, and and head back home. But the sky's pretty, especially headed east, which is the direction we are headed in right now. My old stomping grounds. Where?
The tag.
Oh, yeah. Yep, sure is. I couldn't agree more. It's all cleaned up, too.
Yeah.
He'd washed it, got the pollen off of it, had tires shine on the wheels and everything.
Yeah.
It was all cleaned up.
Shame.
Yeah, well, we'll get on it here in a week or two when it'll last for more than 5 minutes before it's covered in pollen again. There's still a little country out here in Willow Spring. Not as much as there used to be. Park's just up here on the left. Instead of heading out that way, we're gonna try this little trail over here that runs into it, because we didn't go this way last time. It reminds me of Yates Mill with the little signs, the educational trail. Try to get you to read while you walk.
Like this. This is all nice and rusted, mounted with stainless steel bolts. I like it.
Well, only the lower bolts are stainless steel. That way it can't ever fall over, right?
I
But
guess.
up here we have nice rusted bolts.
But they did interesting. They put the glass, and then they kind of like mastic sealed the glass, and it's actually textured glass. It's very interesting. It's got like plant.
Come over to the other side so we can show them that the colors change. This is supposed to be a semblance of home in the woods. It said the little, help me out here, the information panel on the sculpture. Yeah.
Loose in the woods. Yes.
Yeah, loose in the woods, but a semblance of, yeah, this is at least the third one of these that's in the park. But it's prettier up close than it is far away.
Yeah, I agree. It actually did.
It lives a little bit more for me up close.
A little bit more redeeming value up close than they did far away. It looks like just a big rusted
Something far away, yeah. But you can appreciate the glass. What this reminds me of? It reminds me of the zoo. It's a very zoo-like trail through the woods. The North Carolina Zoo is what it reminds me of.
My mister?
Right, that's what I was thinking. We need the geyser and the mister. Yeah, we didn't do the creek loop the last time either, so it's in the shade. Let's do that today. We've seen a lot of stilt grass germinated and coming up. They need to take care of that quick. For the whole place out here, it's all where they disturb the forest is where it's coming up. I highly recommend they take care of it fast. It'll take over. This is not stilt grass. This is the same stuff we've got in our front yard that I'm trying to pull out.
Yeah, but it comes out real easy.
Right, it comes out in big clumps. Very sticky roots though. Stretchy, elasticy. So whose idea was it to walk down to the creek?
I think you said you wanted to go to the creek.
It was his idea. Because you know what happens after you go down, right?
Yeah, you gotta go back up.
You'll have to go back up.
It's really easy going down. You should start at the bottom and go up.
Right, and then go back down at the end when you're tired, not the other way around. The creek really is down there. It's a good thing you can see it for a minute on the trail. Most of the trail you couldn't see it, but oh yeah, this right in front of us is a beech tree.
Yeah.
That tall one,
Yeah.
second one back is a beech tree. Lots of little baby beech trees. Now that it's leafed out, here's what the leaf looks like. Well, we walked 1.2 miles. That was enough for us today. It's 4:55 now. We were out here about an hour.
Stop and watch.
Yes, I stopped my watch. Don's always worried I might get
Yeah,
extra time or steps or something.
That's right.
Something tells me that Don's going to be plenty happy with this. There's a steak buried under there somewhere. You were a good boy today, so you got bacon.
Wow. Thank you.
You must be a good boy most days.